Eddie Murphy, one of the most successful comedians of all time, an established actor in Hollywood, a successful musician, and overall one of the most iconic and influential entertainers to ever live, has brought happiness and laughter to many generations across the globe.
Just walked in, and I just was like, I gotta meet Eddie. So I walked up, and I was just like, yo, Eddie, man. And before I could say anything else, because of course I don't expect him to know me, right. But I had only done Def Jam at that point. But he looked, and he was like, this is brother of Def Comedy Jam, did all the impressions. Man, I tell you, better stop beating. You get Chucky, all right?
Edward Regan Murphy was born on April 3rd, 1961, in Brooklyn, New York. He spent his early years in the projects of Bushwick with his father, Charles Murphy, a New York City police officer and amateur comedian, his mother, Lillian Murphy, a telephone operator, and his brother, Charles Murphy. His parents divorced when he was 3. 5 years later, his father died, and leading up to that, his mother went him to the hospital for an extended period. So he and his brother lived in an orphanage for a while, where he claims he developed a sense of humor. Murphy was never a dedicated student, but he was well known throughout his peers. He hosted a talent show in Roosevelt Youth Center at age 15. Murphy delighted his young audience with an impersonation of Al Green. Their early success ignited a passion for showbiz, and Murphy began working on his comedy routines after school and performing stand-up at local bars, clubs, and gong shows. His schoolwork suffered, however, and Murphy had to repeat the 10th grade as a result. By doubling up on classes and attending summer school and night school, he graduated a couple months late. Murphy was voted the most popular boy in his graduating class. After high school, Eddie Murphy responded to the pleas of his mother by enrolling in a community college and getting a job. He worked part-time as a shoe store clerk. He continued to perform in local clubs and eventually worked his way into such New York City venues as the Comic Strip.
Oh, thank you. Have you been drinking?
You're so cute.
I'm hot in this. Well, I got my running clothes on in case I offended some people. Just jog the fuck out of here. Start to sweat. Huh? Ooh, she said some nasty shit.
When Murphy learned that the producers of NBC's popular late-night comedy show, Saturday Night Live, were seeking a black cast member for the season, he jumped on the opportunity. He auditioned for the part 6 times and finally earned a place as an extra on the show. He appeared very few times throughout the show, until one fateful night when the producers realized they had 4 minutes of airtime remaining and no material. They pushed Murphy before the camera and told him to do his stand-up routine. His improvised performance was called masterful by the Rolling Stone, and Murphy became one of the only 2 cast members, along Joe Piscopo, asked back for the next season. Murphy became SNL's strongest comedic presence, creating such memorable characters such as Mr. Robinson, an urban version of TV's Mr. Rogers.
Hello, boys and girls. We're all alone again today. You know why? My wife walked out on me. Isn't that nice? I'm so glad the bitch is gone.
An older version of Little Rascal's character, Buckwheat.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love.
He also continued his skillful impersonations, such as Bill Cosby, Muhammad Ali, Jerry Lewis, Stevie Wonder, and James Brown.
Good job! Rub it down! In a hot tub! Rub it down with me!
We still can't get in a hot tub without picturing James Brown.
Following the success of SNL, at the age of 21, he landed his first major role alongside Nick Nolte in 48 Hours. He approached the role with confidence and ingenuity.
All right, listen up. I don't like white people. I hate rednecks. You people are rednecks. That means I'm enjoying this shit. Oh, you loaded here. Where the fuck did you get this?
Tax refund.
It's bullshit. Too fucking stupid to have a job.
Murphy's next film, Beverly Hills Cop, hit number 9 on the list of all-time box office hits. He played bad boy, good cop Axel Foley, a role originally slated for Sylvester Stallone. His performance was a hit with fans and earned the actor a Golden Globe nomination.
I can't make a price in my head. Fuck this. Nice doing business with you, kid. Hey, buddy, what you doing here?
Oh, officer, you know what just happened a few minutes ago? You ain't gonna believe this shit. Check this out. The truck, it just stopped, man. It just stopped. You got some jumper cables? You give me a jump.
Many people aren't aware of this, but Eddie Murphy had a very successful music career, which took off after taking advantage of his high status, releasing his first album, How Could It Be?, which was produced by the legend Rick James. The first single off his album, Party All the Time, peaked number 2 on the Billboard Top 100. He continued to release more music, but never really stuck to one genre, as later noted when he released songs like Promise, which is R&B themed.
Promise you won't break my heart.
And later had a collab with Snoop Lion in the reggae theme song, Red Light.
Red light, stop right there where you are. Pick up the pieces, let it begin, cause this is the way that we flow. Higher and higher and higher we go.
Eddie Murphy's comedy career is one of the main reasons he is still remembered, and due to his edgy style of stand-up, he is still extremely relevant. Eddie Murphy's heroes were Red Fox, Bill Cosby, and as previously mentioned, Richard Pryor. Here's a clip of Eddie Murphy repeating his jokes from when he was 15 while impersonating Richard Pryor.
You ever like sometime, right, you get on that toilet and when you shit, that water splash up on your ass? Don't that make you mad, right? You know what really make me mad is when shit come halfway out your ass, then go back up in that motherfucker.
I'm assuming he's a very family-oriented man because he's the father of 8 children and is expecting another one. But he says he doesn't think any of them have a passion for comedy. He was recently awarded the Mark Twain Award and commented on his hero, Bill Cosby.
He was trying to get Bill to give his trophies back. You know you up when they want you to give your trophies back.
Even though Eddie has not said a joke in 28 years, he has stated that he is making a return to stand-up sometime soon.
Weird about putting stuff out. Maybe not soon, but eventually I'm dropping something else. And then telling jokes again and all that stuff. Eventually.